Yo. Yeah, let me go near the light. What's up, everybody? And how you doing? What's good? So it's been a long day. Actually, it's been a long 2 weeks. But I'm here with a post, and most important thing is, to me, you know what I'm saying? I want people to know, whether you see me on social media or you don't, for a prolonged period of time, yo, just know, man, like, I'm on it. Okay. Now, I do my lives again and again. A lot of stuff I say, I repeat. You know what I mean? But I do my lives as I originally stated at the onset of this show, to show y'all the real life, the bare bones of what it is being a Christian. Being a Christian publicly, where people can see you, and being a Christian in private. You know what I'm saying? So I allow myself to be vulnerable and literally strip myself down. In other words, a lot of people, no knock to nobody, they'll get on the live like, okay, there was a point in time like 2 years ago when I did my first show live from the den. I did not want to get on the live if my hair was not cut, if my hair was not done, if my jewels was not right, or if I felt off. If I felt off, or if I had a bad week, or if I was in a bad space, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna do this because I don't want people to see me like this. You know what I'm saying? I want to be on the up and up. And that was because I was given a false premise of what being a Christian is. And the false premise that I was given was, to be a Christian, you got to be perfect. To be a Christian, you don't have to be perfect. You have to be humble. You understand? And me wanting to be arrayed in jewels, looking dipped, it wasn't to floss. I wanted to present the best version of myself when I go before the people, because that's how I was taught. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll break it down like this. You go to church on Sunday, my parents always taught us, you give God your best. So you go dressed to the nines, you put your suit on, you put your tie on, you tuck your shirt in, so forth and so on, because you want to give God your best. There's nothing wrong with that. But I would tell you that would give way to vanity too. And it also will be conceited. It could turn into conceit, because you're so used to that one day of the week you getting fresh. Just that one day of the week you getting fresh. You at your best. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but what about when you're not? And I think that, to be honest with you all, let me walk over here. I think that that's why a lot of people are disillusioned with the thought of becoming a Christian, or making that decision and saying, yo, I'm going to go all out for the Lord. You feel me? Because it's this picture perfect religiosity going on. And, people in the world that's not saved, even they smart enough to know nobody is perfect, and every day is not a good day. So, when they see us looking to the nines and contrived. So, instead of worrying about my appearance, which is important, of course, I strip myself down and allow myself to be vulnerable. And, for lack of a better phrase, I would say I stripped myself down to the bare bones and I got on here naked. I'm not talking about naked in the physical with, I'm exposed. But naked in the fact that, like, okay, instead of worrying about that, that's dumb. That's nullifying the impact of my content. And it's also showing, like, if I'm really a Christian and really a man of God, I should be able to show you guys, if I'm looking rough, my face is not shaved, or my body is not feeling the best. Because a lot of times I wake up and, my leg will be swollen, you know what I'm saying, on the stroke side of my body, which is the right side of my body. The whole right side of my body will just be numb. It'll be dead. You know what I'm saying? I wake up, can't feel my arm, losing feelings in my hand. My nerves is, in my hands and my legs is really bad. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, it leaves me with a gait. So a lot of y'all, if you see me walking with a limp, right? You know what I mean? I used to be insecure about that. You know what I mean? Because you got people looking at you. You don't want them to see your frailties. You don't want them to see the bad parts. You don't want them to see the ramparts. We just want to present the best version of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But my question I had to ask myself, was I worried about presenting the best version of myself to God? Or was I worried about presenting what I felt the best version of myself was to myself? You know what I'm saying? And I was worried about making myself feel good. And I was worried about making the best impression of myself. And that diluted the message. It diluted the message and it ended up watering it down. Was that my intention? No. I wanted God to, you know what I'm saying, power to be magnified. And I will tell you, man, it's been really, really humbling for God to wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, breath stinking and yawning, bars, and tell me to get on the live and record a video or make a word. I'm fresh out of my sleep. You know what I'm saying? And just wiping the eye boogers out my eye. And God like, yo, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. He like, yo, I need you to do this right now. You know what I mean? The old me, I wouldn't have received that. I'd have been, oh, I gotta look this way. I gotta feel this way. Or I don't wanna do this like this. Cause what if this person see? Or what if this person see? Cause this video is gonna go public. And there was a lot of times, you all, where I would get on my lives and I would get off feeling so humiliated because I would get like 10 phone calls like, yo, everybody say you on there looking crazy, rucka. You need to take that down and just stop going live. And eventually I started asking them, why? Like, why should I stop my show? Why should I stop what I'm doing? Tell me why. Oh, because people say you on there looking crazy. And you know, when I wasn't as strong as I am now, that used to really bother me. And it blew the wind out of my sails one time so bad that I just stopped recording. I stopped recording, stopped doing my shows. And I think I was off the live for like 2 years. But in the midst of that, God was getting me together. And now he got my confidence on 1,000. I remember the morning that I put out the word, wedding spouses, kingdom spouses / wedding bells. And then I felt so, it was a rough morning. You know what I'm saying? My blood sugar was on the floor, so you saw me eating cookies on the live. I keep my blood pressure, you know what I mean? I mean my blood sugar up. And you know, I was looking rough in the face. But I did it. And I was very, very frazzled on that live because that was one of the days where the right side of my body had gave out. So you seen my right hand was like dead, like this. You know what I'm saying? And if you watch the video, go on my page. Anybody who following this, and follow my page if you want. If you like the content, follow me, bro. Follow me so you can get the content when it comes out, and you don't have to be clicking a week later or whenever we decide to share it and it comes across your timeline, or whenever you on YouTube and you see me pop up in your algorithm or whatever. If you want to be a part, you can be a part right now, and you don't have to wait to get it. You don't have to wait for the sloppy seconds, amen? You can get it right here. So I know I'm a little bit all over the place, but y'all just bear with me. The Lord will bring it back home. I felt so bad that day. You know what I'm saying? My body was hurting. I couldn't feel my right foot that day. I'm just telling y'all how it is. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I'll be like, yo, I had 2 strokes and a heart attack. Now I'm healed. Yeah, I'm healed. But at the end of the day, God kept a thorn in my flesh, being that, you know, the right side of my body is not as strong as I would like it to be. I have to stay in a perpetual state of humility. I got to stay grounded. I got to stay low to the ground because it's not all good. I'm not sure if my body will wake up hurting tomorrow. I'm not sure how you know what I'm saying, if I wake up and have to go through dizzy spells or a bout with forgetfulness or something. I never know what to expect. And that was why I tried so hard not to put on a facade, but, we taught as men, especially young black men, to have this false bravado, this macho-ness, this super machismo about us. And it ain't nothing fake about it, it's real. But we taught to be militant about it. So a lot of times there's no off button. There's no off button to this. You know what I'm saying? You don't push a button and turn this off and then you could power it down like a computer. No. This is how you feel 24/7, 365. You wake up, you always on alert. You watching yourself, you watching your body, you watching your surroundings, and you taught to be military minded. You can even look at rap music and how violent it is, how aggressive it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a rapper. You know what I mean? And anybody who didn't hear it, my album is out now on all listening and streaming platforms. Go ahead, download that, stream that, all that. The Beautiful Struggle, the origin story. Stream it 6,000 times. You know what I mean? Word. Do that for me, and that's how you can show us love. If you was wondering how you could sow a seed, go ahead, pull up the Beautiful Struggle or Origin Story on Spotify or Apple Music, and just click a track. All you got to do is click a track for us to receive some funds. So if you feel like you know what I'm saying, want to support, want to be a part, how can I sow? I don't want you to send me no money direct, bro. Listen to the music, stream that, and every stream is going to go towards the next album and the next body of work. Shouts out to everybody who's watching this live right now. Thank y'all so much for being a part of it. So like I said, I had to get down to the bare bones of the situation. And now I got on the live with Kingdom Spouses / Wedding Bell, and that video has done hundreds of views. 100 and some odd views, just because I sat up here and wasn't worried about my appearance, wasn't worried about what the next man was going to say. I was like, all right, Lord, well, whatever you want to do, you do it. Because I made a promise to the Lord 2 years ago, sitting in Starbucks, having a meeting with my team, son. We had a prayer meeting in there. And when we was having a prayer meeting in the middle of Starbucks, I just stopped. And I was like, yo, I said to my team, I said, yo, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something, man. And I told him, I said, man, look, I'm very rebellious. And I like marching to the beat of my own drum, because a lot of people fed me bad advice, and I followed that, and it led to ruin. So you know what I'm saying? I feel like if I'm gonna trust anybody, I'm gonna trust God and trust myself. And I was like, that's what I was saying, but that's not what I was doing. I was only trusting me. You know what I'm saying? And every time God gave me an order, whether directly or indirectly, I didn't listen. And because of that, I wasn't reaping the harvest that I was supposed to reap. I wasn't bearing any fruit. I was getting there. You know what I'm saying? I was getting there because I was humbling myself little by little. But I said, yo, I'm going to stop playing around. I'm going to start listening to y'all. And most importantly, I'm going to start being obedient to God, because I don't listen. You know what I'm saying? And a hard head makes it soft. You know what, huh? And I was getting my butt whooped by life. But 2 years ago, sitting in that Starbucks having that meeting, I said that's what I was gonna do, and that's just what I did, yo. And when I tell you, doors just opened, doors of employment, you know what I'm saying, career opportunities, meeting and mixing and mingling and shaking hands with all the people that I need to get in contact with. Sitting in cars, you know what I'm saying, not knowing, thinking I was just in an Uber going to Atlanta or going somewhere in the city to handle some business or just go to work before I had a car. And I'm sitting in the Uber and I'm assuming this is just a typical ride. Then I'm talking and I find out that these people are music producers and they do this on the side. And this person is a designer. She does this on the side and this, that, third. So I started shaking hands and kissing babies. It led me to some pretty extraordinary places. I shook hands with some pretty pretty unassuming people who you wouldn't think was well-to-do in life. You would never think that that was their career path. You know what I'm saying? But they met me, you know what I'm saying? And me being like-minded or whatever the case is, I was able to establish significant contacts. Some of these people helped me work on the album, helped me produce the album, co-produce the album with me, gave me tips and advice on financial matters. That was very important. But most of all, I saw that those people was interested in what I had to say. I'm over here picking their brain for advice, and then the next thing you know, they asking me question after question after question. And all of this stuff happened when I changed my mind. You know what I'm saying? That's how I ended up at the job that I had working for the government, making mad money. And then y'all followed me on my journey. Y'all saw when it came down with the mandate, I lost that job. And I said I had a job a week later. Y'all saw me get in a car accident on here. I told y'all about my accident. I wanted to post the pictures, but it was just too hard, and it was too traumatizing at the time. So I didn't post them. And plus, I didn't want to make it look like I'm taking God for granted or trying to do something for shock value. So I left that alone. And I chose not to do it, yo. But yo, do you know, man? Like, look at me. Look at me. I don't even care if it's the smallest thing. You know, look at God turning nothing into something. Just because I'm not going to say the cliche thing and say I decided to follow Jesus. I decided to follow Jesus a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But I was following Jesus, and unknowingly I was trying to pull him in my direction and where I wanted to go. And I realized when I let him do it, I don't have nothing to worry about. I don't have to worry about what I'm going to eat. I don't have to worry about what I'm going to wear. And I'm being dead serious. You know what I'm saying? Of course, this is I can trace this all back to scripture for you, but I want you to search the scriptures and find what I'm saying for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest hope. My biggest desire is that by me doing these videos, me putting out books, me putting out music, I just wanted to compel you to open up your Bible. That's all I'm asking for. Like, I'm going to keep it real. I remember when I first got saved, and I prayed to the Lord. I prayed to the Lord on the day I was sitting in my brother's room at my parents' house, and that's currently the room that I'm in right now at my parents' house. I'm not there right now. I'm out of town handling some business with family, but I'll be back over there. And guess what? I just got a call today out of nowhere, son, and my phone hardly ever rings unless it's my team calling. This time it was a close friend of mine. There's another job on the table. Economic opportunity is available. Like, and not only that, man. The way I see God busting up in these doors with these new jobs that they offering me, I don't even care that I had to leave the hospital, yo. Because it was days when I left the hospital or whatever, I was working and I had another job, but I'm like everybody else, son. You see me over here on here losing weight. I showed y'all that on purpose so y'all can know that this is not a game. This is not a game. Was it embarrassing? Yes. Was it hard? Yes. 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 But I'm going to show you what a real Christian is. I'm going to show you that we really do go through tough times. And we built to win. We built to last. God gives us He makes us built to last. So I never got on my live and said I did nothing. I said God did all of this. And now I'm sitting here with a fresh cut, with the goose down on it. It's crazy. Because even when I get on the lives, I don't know what I'm going to do and I don't know what I'm going to say. I just let the Lord kick it how he kick it. Just like when I got on the live just now. Literally at my sister's house chilling. Walked outside to take a breather. And I was like, yo, I just want to say hi to everybody. Let them know we still releasing content. And here we go. Now we got this. You know what I'm saying? I already dropped like 30 gems in this video for you to eat off of. If you just listen, you'll catch them. You'll catch them. Play it back. You'll catch them. But like I said, dog, I just could see the power in trusting God, bro. Trusting God. You know what I'm saying? Whether it comes to standing up for myself or saying, hey, you know what I'm saying, fighting for somebody else and being like, yo, that ain't right. You know what I mean? Even when everybody's like, yo, calm down, you're doing too much. Don't say nothing. We don't want to ruffle any feathers. We don't want to rattle any cages. I'm looking at them like, again, well, why not? I'm supposed to just let these people act that way, like that's okay? Because if they do that to one person, they'll do it to the next one. And what if they walk up on the wrong person and they don't receive what they saying with the same type of, oh, we just gonna leave that alone? It'd be a rough situation for them, right? It'd be a rough situation for them. And I just don't know, man. I know it's gonna be a phenomenal year. It's gonna be a blessed year this year. You're gonna see me get so blessed. It's gonna be ridiculous. And I ain't worried about people who don't like it. I mean, it's already people who mad, but I mean, with all due respect, man, I don't know you. I don't know you, and I don't owe you. So what's your problem? Respectfully. Another thing is, like, I was talking to my dad the other day, and, you know, I was telling him how, you know, now I'm unapologetically saved. But a lot of times, like, when you save, you come with apologetics. You be like, yo, I'm sorry I gotta tell you this like this, but, hey, I don't want to say this way, but, hey, I don't want to offend you or hurt your feelings, but, yeah, and you try to minister to them. That nullifies the effect of what you're saying. I just tell people nowadays, I don't do all of that. Cleaning up. I don't clean it up. You know what I mean? I'm trying to catch the fish. I'll catch the fish and then clean it and then eat it. I'm not trying to just clean up the fish and then catch it. That doesn't even sound right. That doesn't even sound right. So, in doing that, bro, now when I'm able to hop on the live looking crispy and looking fresh, the messages are not going to change. But it built my confidence. It built my confidence. It built my willpower. And it helped me strive. And I want y'all to know, son, it was so awesome to me. Because I've been seeing the same thing in the spirit for like a couple days. And I want to tell y'all what it is that I seen. And this is just one thing. But, you know, I'll release it as the Lord lets me. Some stuff he like, yo, keep that to yourself, cuz. You know what I'm saying? But this, I'll share. Oh, so I'm chilling with the Lord. Y'all know whenever my voice start cracking, it's going to get real. So I'm chilling with the Lord. I'm posted up, right? And I'm having a bad day. I mean, worst day. You know, people talking about mistakes, setbacks, failures as if they help or whatever. And I won't say it necessarily made me upset because I'm a laid back dude, so I don't really care what you have to say. When I say I don't care what you have to say, I'm talking about if you coming at me negative, telling me what I can't do, telling me where I won't go, telling me who I won't see, telling me who I can't be. It's not up to you to decide what I can or cannot do. It's up to me to decide whether I'm bold enough and brave enough to try it. Because who are you to try to dictate what anybody should do? We shouldn't do that to one another. Encourage people to try. But to the people, to the brave and the bold ones, man, a lot of times our confidence, we be scared doing a lot of this stuff. But we just do it anyway. I just ran into a lot of fires with no water, son. Like, yo, if I run into this building, son, yo, I don't have no gear. I don't have no water. I don't have a face mask. I don't have a helmet. We don't even have hoses. And you want me to go put that fire out? Son, you want me to go put that fire out, Lord? Like, I don't have no equipment. And then you just hear the Lord like, yo, my grace is sufficient for you. And a lot of times when he used to tell me that, I used to be like, no. That building is burning. I'm not going in there. I'm too scared. I'm sorry. And I would shrink back. And eventually I started getting irritated at that. And I was like, yo, the next time the Lord point me to this opportunity, the next time the Lord put me in position, and the next time the Lord put me in front of this burning house, I'm running in, no questions asked, no hesitation. And if I get burnt to death and I don't make it out alive, I'll wake up with the Lord. So it is what it is. And that's how my life has literally been for like the past 10 years, yo. Just running in the fires with no safety nets. Running in the fires with no water. You know what I mean? Just like, yo, I don't know if we're going to make it out of this, but here it goes. Nah, not here it goes. But I'm about to make y'all laugh. Y'all remember Keenan and Kel? I'm going to give y'all the exact scenario of how it be feeling when the Lord asks you to have blind faith and to respond to him in obedience. Y'all remember Keenan and Kel? The show Keenan and Kel? Kel will cook up this harebrained scheme like, Keenan will hook up this harebrained scheme and be like, yo, Kel, we gonna do this today. And then that was the monologue before the show started, similar to Saturday Night Live, right? Well, I look at it like it's like Saturday Night Live-esque. You know, they do the monologue in the beginning, then the show starts. And what did Kel say every time before he was about to go along with his best friend? Mine being Jesus, his being Keenan being the archetype of Jesus. What he said? He said, here it goes. Like, that's how it feel every time. It's like, here it goes. Like, I'm about to run into another burning building with Jesus. It's on fire, son. I might get burnt. Like, I already know I'm going to listen. And I'm going to do what he say, but I don't really want to go in there low key. But I guess, because that's my best friend. So, here it goes. I swear. Every time I said, here it goes. Like when God was like, I want you to write a book and this, that, and third. And I'm like, a book about my life? My life has been horrible. Traumatizing. Traumatic. Stress-inducing. Heart-wrenching. Every type of horrifying thing a person can go through, word to mother, I've been through it. Standing at death's door right there. Looking at demons and they like, yo, it's okay, you can cross over. Seriously, if you choose not to believe it, the Lord help your unbelief in the name of Jesus. Because one thing I'm not is a liar. You know why? I used to be so insecure when I was in my early 20s. I'm 30-something now. I talk about 10 years ago. It's no statute of limitations on Jesus dropped them charges. Jesus dropped them charges, amen? He dropped them charges. So the statute of and even if he didn't, the statute of limitations for them crimes that I committed against the Lord in the Spirit is up. 7 years past, that's completed. So I'll talk about it. I used to be so insecure, son. My hardest thing was to tell the truth. Tell the truth about my life. Tell the truth about what I've been through. And be vulnerable enough to be like, yo, my life ain't the same. I'm not regular. I'm not ordinary. So a lot of things I take for granted, that's not easy for me. That'd be easy for you, son. I'm not you, son. I can't do that job. I can't go there. That's not sufficient for me. And it brought about so many judgments, so many criticisms, so many false allegations and all of that. One day, I was standing in the bathroom. Another thing from the Lord, another gem. Yeah, 12 years ago. About 12 years ago. Standing in the bathroom, looking in the mirror. Because I told the Lord, I'm damaged. I'm damaged. I told the Lord, I'm damaged goods. How can you use me? Look at my body. Look at my mind. I'm primitive in my thinking, man. And I feel like I'm not good enough I'm not good enough for you to use. I'm not good enough for you to establish. Like, just pick. I told the Lord so many times, just pick somebody else, bro. Pick somebody else. I'm not good enough for this. You know how many times I told the Lord, Lord, I'm not qualified. I remember when they presented the opportunity for me to work at the hospital. I said to them straight up, said to my job coach, told the recruiter position, what you see, you know why I got hired? Son, I was so humble in there. And I just told the truth. And you know, the recruiter looked at me, he said, nah. So how much you looking to get paid? That was the next question this man asked me. So how much you asking? What's your asking price? What's my asking price? How much am I just threw out a number. Hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? I guess, you know, about 13, 12, $13. Just whatever. I'm not going to get the job, right? I'm over here thinking I'm not qualified. So surely, like, even if I throw out a number and I'll be like, $17 would be sufficient. I'm not thinking I'm going to get it. Do you know? I said the number that I was looking for. And you know what the man said? Hey, we're not going to start you right there. I'm going to put you a little higher than that. I'm going to put you a little higher. Instead of doing this, I go ahead and give you $3 over what you just asked for. Looked at this man like, what? So you mean to tell me I got the job? Yeah, it's going to take a long time for us to hire you. We got to vet you. We got to see your medical history. And if you need any type of assistance, we can provide that for you. You know what I mean? But Mr. Jones, you know, we would love to have you on board. Our WellStar Health System, we would love to have you. Yo, son, I looked over. He said, tell me about yourself. I do this, take care of my mother. And then he extended his hand. He said, Mr. Jones, it's been a pleasure and what have you. What? And do you know, it was people discouraging me when they heard that I was going for that job. When they heard I applied for that position and I was applying that pressure. Oh, you never gonna get that job because you smoke weed. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid. I'm not fake. That's one thing I'm not fake. So, I was smoking heavy at the time. Oh, you're not gonna get that job. Your piss gonna come back dirty. Oh, you're not gonna get that job. You can't do that type of work. I looked at them like, yo, who do you think you are, son? Like, if the Lord said it's mine, it's mine. I wasn't telling you because I care what you think. I was just letting you know that's what it is. But I'm going to go forward with this irregardless of what you're saying. And do you know who was saying that? My parents, B. It was like, please, you didn't have to work at no hospital. Yeah. A lot of things went down after that. And I ended up waiting so long to start at the company. I think I was at like a 3-month. I got the job, but didn't start till like 3 months later. And the whole time I was waiting to start, they was calling me every day. Mr. Jones, we know we having some complications. Oh, please don't put in any other applications. Please be patient and just wait on us. And we figured this out. Next month rolled by. Eventually, I'm like, yo, it's been 8 weeks. You telling me wait for you? Like, yo, tomorrow wait. Time waits for no man. I gotta eat. Like, Yeah, I said I got this job. Like, is it mine or nah, bro? Because I could go work somewhere else. I mean, it was a good offer and everything. I appreciate the opportunity, but you know, if you ain't really want to hire me, you know what I mean? Yesterday's price is not today's price, so you can just keep it official with me. Hey, no, Mr. Jones, we swear we want to hire you. Do you know, son, it got to the point where they started blowing up my phone. They called me at least like twice a day after a while. Mr. Jones, you still waiting on us, right? Hey, Mr. Jones, we still got this over here for you. Hey, Mr. Jones. After a while, I was like, yo, that job has to be mine. But no, I'm not qualified. You understand? Son, I worked at that hospital for 3 years. Racked up some of the most, I was one of the most well-paid people in the building. Raise after raise, promotion after promotion. Raise after raise, promotion after promotion. I just told you I wasn't qualified, man. Do it look like I'm lying, bro? You could look in my eyes and tell I'm telling the truth, bro. Raise after raise, promotion after promotion. Pandemic. Boom! Mr. Jones, we don't want to let you go. You one of the best. You one of the most dependable. You one of the most efficient. You one of the most loyal. You one of the most hardworking young men I ever seen. We do not want to let you go. We don't want to lay you off. Please think about getting the vaccine. Just think about it, bro. When I tell you they were so serious about keeping me employed at the Spizzati, bro. They said, yo, son, we'll give you 2 raises plus a bonus and to sweeten the pot. Because we know you need another whip. We'll throw in $1,000 on top of that. Please don't leave. I remember they kept on pressuring me. Each time the Lord's like, no. I said no. He said it just like that. I said no. Because I kept going to, Lord, 3 raises. Bonus. That sounds real nice. You can get the label off the ground. How I'm gonna put the album out if I don't have this money from this job? I got just enough to have the album out, finish building up the studio. I can even work on the next project. We'll be able to bang out music faster than the speed of light. Son, we could get busy out here. You crazy. Lord, look at the bag. Look at the bag. You know I ain't never got that much money in my life. Yo, listen to me, I'll make you a billionaire. Don't worry about how you're going to put the album out, because I asked you to make that music. Don't worry about how you're going to put the book out, because I asked you to write that. Boy. See me, man. One of the most joyous times I ever had was when I was saying, yo, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. I'm just hitting y'all up to tell y'all thank you for listening to the album. I can't believe it. Shouts out to, you know what I mean, my people, my team. I was laughing on the live like that sarcastically because I couldn't believe that God actually made a way for me to put the album out. And I thought I needed all that money. I really did. I thought I needed all that money. I thought I needed all that work. Word to mother. Word to mother. Son, God is a G though. Yo, he did it. He did it. I never took the credit. It's God First Entertainment. We in the building. He put that album out. For me. He did it for me. He did it for me. Distribution company right here. Sign up with this. Here, tell your manager do this. Here, tell this person I said do this. Cause it was a group effort. It was a team effort putting my album out. It wasn't just me like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna just throw this on Spotify. No. That album went around the world and back 2 times before we even had it out. And before we even knew how we was going to put it out. Studying, listening to conferences, seminars, interviews, all of that. But I put in the work. So should I not receive the reward for my hard work, for my dedication, for my efforts, for my sacrifice? Do you expect to go to work 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day? For some people, 14, 16 hours a day. And at the end of the week, you expect to be compensated, don't you? You expect to be compensated. Right. With the Lord, we wait expectantly for our compensation for our service. But the thing is, seed time and harvest with the Lord is different than just being in the world. You know, according to the way we live, you go to work, you get your bag, you do whatever you want to do or what you need to do or a little bit of both with your money. That's just how the game goes. Right? Kingdom principles is not worldly principles. You could sow so many seeds for years and not reap a harvest. And have people like, oh, I thought you said your harvest was coming. I thought you said your harvest was coming. Boy, you bumming. You wearing yesterday's shoes, last month's shirt. We don't even know if you got clean drawers on. And you over here talking about the Lord going to do this and that. Boy, go somewhere and sit down. You look like a vagabond. You look like a bum. That's how people was looking at me. Whether they said it out their mouth directly or indirectly. I heard you. And I didn't have nothing to prove then, and I'm not seeking your validation or praise now, so it's all good. But, you know, words hurt. One of the biggest lies I ever heard and was told, bro, was sticks and stones might break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's the biggest lie you could ever tell yourself or your children, because, look, life and death is in the power of the tongue. A lot of us is going to find out that we was guilty of murder and they never took a gun out, stabbed nobody, robbed nobody, strangled nobody to death. We killed them with our words. We killed them with our words. We stomped on their seeds with our words, saying, you can't do that. You producing death, homie. You producing death. You bringing death to that person and you bringing death to yourself. Because trying to tell somebody what they can't do, a lot of times that be derived from jealousy. And it be derived and come from envy, bro. You know what I mean? They just mad because they can't do it. And even if they were qualified to do it, they didn't have enough heart to step up and step out and try to do it. See? But everybody know I've been doing my music for 20,000 years. With no album out. You know what I mean? Since before high school, huh? You know, before I was even out here in GA. Before I even was out here in Alabama. Or touch down in any other state, South Carolina, North Carolina, matter of fact. Anywhere I went, you know what I'm saying, trying to promote my music and say who I was or whatever. Before all of that, I was hustling. You don't know how many speakers I blew in stereo systems. You don't know how many tables I probably beat onto a pulp just making a beat, talking about some when I didn't have no studio. You don't know how many songs I wrote that's just in a folder somewhere. You don't know how many rhyme books got stole out of studio sessions I was in. Because I was in them joints high out of my mind, depressed, trying to do this music. Next thing you know, I'm leaving with the track, but my whole rhyme book missing. You feel me? And it been a lot of ups and downs with this. So, it been a long time. Everybody know I've been waiting for a long time to receive my harvest and what have you. And a lot of people were looking like, that said he was going to be blessed. That N-word said he was going to be blessed. Look at him, he ain't blessed yet. He ain't blessed yet. It's going to be a big year. It's going to be a big year, man. And I just enjoy watching the Lord beat the odds on my behalf. He helped me beat every odd. You know, every odd when the cards were stacked against me, I didn't know what to do. I was talking to my big sister last night. We was riding in the car. And, she was like, can I ask you something? And this is just between me and you. I said, you my big sister. You can ask me anything you want, G. She said, yo, son, I heard a lot of people said you was responsible for your car accident. They said you was responsible. They said you did it. They said you was the reason. You know what I said to her? Tell y'all just like I told my sister. Yo, was you there? You was in the car with me? No. Okay? But I said, more or less, like I said, somebody hit me and my car was totaled. Nobody has to believe that. I don't care. Was you there and did you help me purchase the vehicle? You put in them hours for that car? No. Be quiet before the Lord smack you. Because just like he gave me everything else, he gave me that vehicle. And just like I told you, yo, 7 days from now, anybody who been watching my show, this is why it's important for you to stay tuned, bruh. Hit the notifications and you'll be on point with what I'm doing, because every message I put out goes with the one before that. So if you want to hop on, get on the train now, or you're just going to keep on missing out. So, come be a part of the squizzard. But even still, bro, I just asked my sister, just being honest, man, and out of genuine concern. I said, bro, it seems like y'all only count my losses. Why are y'all counting my losses, son? I own my record label. I own my label. It don't belong to nobody. The bank don't own it. I signed to Def Jam and they gave me a little side deal so I could make my own little label. So it's G1, but really Def Jam in charge of the distribution. So I'm still really a signed artist, and they decide what I'm going to put out, and when I put it out, they just allow me to look as if I'm doing it by myself. So I'm artificially independent, but I'm an independent artist getting this indie money, and we really built it from nothing. And it wasn't no bright idea. I want to be a rapper, I want to have my own label. Nah, this is how it went. Every time I went to the studio, I was the best. And they was like, yo, I know you're going to be the first one out of all of us to get signed. And I was like, I don't want no record deal. I rap for fun, yo. I rap because I'm in pain and it keep me from punching people in their face. Instead of punching you in your face, I'm going to punch you in your mouth with this rhyme. Now you're going to get these bars. That's why I started rapping. So I wouldn't hurt nobody. Feel me? And I wouldn't hurt myself or mess myself up and end up getting in trouble. I had to have some type of outlet. And you can only smoke so much weed. You can only drink so much liquor. You can only have sex with so many women. After a while, it get boring, yo. Every girl on the planet on your tip sweating you. Yo, a real man to tell you, son, that get boring real quick when you start realizing that it's artificial love. Don't nobody want to drink no unsweetened Kool-Aid. Maybe unsweetened tea. But have you ever tasted some bland Kool-Aid? I'm talking about, boy, you see the color of the thing is like, it's supposed to be cherry, so you put it in the picture and it looks red, and then you drink it and you like, need some sugar in this. That's exactly how it was. Like, I had everything. Flyest chicks. You know what I mean? It was even a married woman that seen me the other day. And it was so funny. I was in a car. It wasn't funny. I was, like, concerned. You know what I'm saying? Because my discernment just had kicked in. First of all, this girl told me she was a PK, a preacher's kid. She was my age, or maybe a year younger. I'm 32 now? Yeah, so she was 31. She said she had been married to her high school sweetheart. They got together when she was 16 years old. Because she had actually pulled the car, like, over. And she was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You could, like, can you kick it with me for a couple minutes? I don't really have to go straight to my next ride. So I'm looking like, ooh, Lord, you better help me. So she said she was married, and she was like, I've been with my husband so long, and now I just smoke and drink all day, because I think I just lost the passion and the fire and my marriage died or something along those lines. So lately I've been looking for somebody to mess with, but I can't find nobody that's cool. But you and me, we vibe. You and me, this is what she's saying. We got a connection. You keep it real. You do this, that, and third. So how about I give you my number and we link? How can a man scoop a hot flame in his lap and expect not to get burnt, bro? Thank you, but no thank you. Because yesterday's price is not today's price. I don't have to compromise because I'm feeling lonely. I'm celibate. You know what I'm saying? That's first of all. I'm going to stay celibate till I meet my wife. Feel me? I wouldn't say I'm not concerned about that. We all go through temptation. But that's not a road that I'm willing to travel. That is not going to make me stable. It might be temporary gratification, though. Temporary gratification, absolutely, man. But outside of that, what am I going to get from that? Except a whole bunch of trouble. Maybe my head blowed off. So, you know. And I would say, man, I never was getting tested and tried like with more temptation than when I became a Christian. Whether it was temptation to smoke, temptation to fornicate, temptation to lie, temptation to steal, temptation to cut a corner, temptation to compromise. Like, I was like, yo, why this wasn't happening when I was in the world banging? Like, that's my word. It wasn't no problem, you know what I'm saying? If I wanted this, I could go get this. If I wanted to do this with this particular female, all I had to do was hit her up. Now I'm over here being presented with all this stuff, and I'm like basically going through hell. It's like hell on earth. You know what I mean? That's how I looked at it at first, and I struggled with depression and grief for like a lot of years. But the whole point is, like, look at me now, man. Like, and when I say look at me, I'm not talking about my outer appearance. Yeah, I got a fresh cut today or whatever the case is, but, you know, that's just for, you know, my own well-being, not so I can get on camera and look cute. Because as I said, like, I got on the camera looking dusty with holes in my do-rag plenty of times. Got on the camera with the same hoodie on plenty of times. So, this what it is. You know? And I said in the video, wedding bells / kingdom spouses or whatever, you know, it's better to humble yourself than to have the Lord come and humble you, because the Lord will embarrass you to get your attention. And I was tired of being embarrassed publicly and admonished privately. So I admonished myself privately, I disciplined myself privately, and when I came to the Lord correct. So publicly now, he allowing me to get a little shine. Publicly now, he allowing me to get a little bit of glory. In G1 Entertainment, before the year is over, we're going global. We're going to be global. We're going global. We're going global. And as long as I do what I'm supposed to the best of my ability and what's within my rights to do, the Lord's going to continue to expand His territory. And hopefully you guys will just keep coming along for the ride. Because like I said, bro, there's a lot of misconceptions out there as to what it is to be a Christian, what it is to be a man of God or a woman of God. And I can't speak to that. I could speak to that situation and tell y'all how I feel, or I could be man enough to hop on the camera and show you my life as it really is. So that's what it is. And then if you want to come to the faith, you decide that for yourself. I could write out my whole life for you in a book, and you could read it, and then make your decision based off of somebody who really experienced it and really living it. You know what I mean? Before you discount God, check out some of His true children, and then decide from there. But if you stupid enough to base your assumptions about God or your feelings about Him off of what you heard about Christianity being a white man's religion, they told you that so black people wouldn't follow it. But if that's what you subscribe to, and you really want to believe that, go for it. But I better not ever catch you judging me, because this is my lifestyle. I better not ever catch you looking embarrassed if I'm talking about God or you happen to be with me and I'm witnessing, because there ain't no shame in my game, and I will flame you right there on the spot. Like, yo, what's good with you? It was all good just a week ago. It's popping now. Why you acting scary now? Like, this is me. This is what I do. You can go. I'm not changing for you. Who are you? You a sucker. You thought I was going to compromise and switch it up because I was in front of your crowd? First of all, that's my crowd. I don't care if I don't know them. The world and everything in it belong to me. You know why I feel like that? Because God gave us dominion and authority over every creeping thing, the fowls of the air, and all the fish in the sea. So that means we have control and we're in charge of all this. We the caretakers of this earth. Yeah, Adam came and messed up. And now we predisposed to sin and the sinful nature. We know the difference between good and evil. And we have to fight the battle to choose good. Okay. That may very well be true. But Jesus Christ was the second Adam. And when he did that, he literally went back in time to the days of Noah, delivered every believer up from hell to heaven. And then what he did for the believer was he restored us back to that original dominion, to that original place of authority, to that original place of control, to the way that things are supposed to be. But at the end of the day, you have to be born again. If you was born into sin to be born into righteousness, wouldn't you have to be born a second time? Yes, absolutely. You would have to be born again. Amen. Once you get born again, you die into that life of sin, and you're mortifying that. So what's going to come to life once you start killing off that sin? Righteousness. And whether you want to be a sinner intentionally and willfully, or you want to be righteous and you want to strive, try to do better every day towards God and to aim towards giving him the glory, you know what I mean? That's your choice. But just know, everything you do is going to produce a seed. And it's always going to come back later than you sowed and greater than you sowed. It's going to come back later, and you're going to end up with more than enough of whatever you sow. So you want to put that bad energy in the air? Okay. You want to tell people secrets? Okay. You want to do dirt? Okay. You want to cheat on your partner? Okay. You want to lie? Okay. You want to scandalize? Okay. You want to gossip? Okay. You want to steal? Okay. Don't cry when you reap that. Because you know, just like I know, every single negative seed I sowed in my life, and every negative thing I do every day, I'm aware of that. Don't nobody got to pull up on me and say that. Why? Because I did it. Think how I don't know, not that. I could act stupid and be like, yo, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know. Son, I don't know what you're talking about, son. Nah, I know what you're talking about, and I'm aware of that. I could take accountability. I'm aware. I know. I got to work on that. I got to do better in that area. And I'm not going to throw it back at you. Oh, but what are you, like Eminem's mom. Yeah, Rabbit, what are you doing in your life that makes you so great? Well, I got a battle at the shelter. I don't have to be Rabbit's mom. What are you doing with your life that's so great? And a lot of people, they did that to me. They're like, but who you think you are, though? Like, a sinner saved by grace, for your information. And that's not who I think I am. That's who I know I am. That's who I know I am. And I'm not ashamed of that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, look at my countenance, you guys, before I go. Because I'm about to go spend time with my family. But look at my countenance, you guys. Look at my vibe. Peep my aura real quick. You see how calm and how cool and how laid back and collected I am? I'm going to piggyback off of what one of my bros in Christ said. Jalen Wilson. Y'all make sure y'all listen. If you young, between 30, 40 years old is young to me. If you between 25 to 40 years old and you looking for some young fire-breathing Christians who got the pure, unadulterated word of truth in them, man, subscribe to my boy Jalen Wilson page, man. Subscribe to Kingdom Obedience Ministries on YouTube. Subscribe to them channels. so that you can hear younger voices, fresher voices. You know what I'm saying? That appeal to your demographic. And that's speaking to your generation as people who are a part of it instead of being spectators and onlookers, criticizing with the record. Oh, yeah, them kids are today. They do this, that, and the third. No, you just scary. You just scared, bro. Kids today do what kids did in the 70s. It's Woodstock, baby. You was there. Some of y'all was there. It's Woodstock, baby. It's Woodstock, baby. Now that it's a modern day Woodstock 2.0, y'all want to act like y'all wasn't at the first one with your afros and your picks and your medallions. You know you was out there smoking weed, listening to Janis Joplin too. Now you want to be a super saint? Man, stop playing, man. Get out of here, man. I know you was drinking hooch at the juke joint. I know you was sipping moonshine in the woods. I know you was smoking on that ragweed. What they used to call it back in the day, the devil's lettuce. I know you puffed the devil's lettuce. I can't be the only one. I know you smoked a cigarette. I know you fornicated in your mama's house. I know you did. We all done it, bro. You might not have done that specific thing, but trust me, you doing something. You doing something or you have done something. I'm just saying that to say, like, we don't have no place to be judging nobody, so I'm not going to show no implicit bias towards nobody who is not a Christian or who is. I don't care. One moment. Hey, boy. He made that voice when he was down there. Okay. Just making sure I'm good. I don't want to be rude. I'm not in my neck of the woods, so it's all about being polite and respectful to go a long way. Yeah. You know, so you know, I say all that just to say, like, yo, son, like, before you judge us or whatever the case is, and specifically before you judge me, like, yo, don't give me a chance. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Give God a chance, bro. Like, give him a sincere chance. Try it for real. Because the Lord, he pulled up on me. Oh, yeah, I was saying that and I didn't finish it. Thank you, bro. He pulled up on me and he was like, yo, I opened up this verse because I used to carry a Bible to school when I first got saved because I'm just a G like that and I'm going to do what I want. And anybody who was in high school with me my senior year, they remember. You know what I'm saying? Had a shirt and tie on, Bible tucked under the arm, getting busy. Feel me? I finish all my work in the class. I'm like, yo, I go up to the desk like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, teach, I'm done with my work already. So I'm finished with my test already. You know what I'm saying? Is it okay if I sit here and read a book? Like, yeah, James, ain't no problem. You can do that. Da, 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 da. They wasn't expecting me to pull no Bible out of my book bag. Pull out a big Bible out of my book bag. The size of 2 textbooks and just start flipping through it. Everybody in the class looking like, yo, is he reading the Bible? Yo, son. I won't never know until the day I die and go to heaven how many students in that school I touched just by walking through there and being, you know, keeping it G with that. Keeping it G with that. People laughed, people mocked me, people da-da-da. But I was born with a disability, son. Like, people been doing that all day. And I'm not a stranger to confrontation or conflict, so if it came down to some fisticuffs, I mean, if you get beat up, that's on you. If you get beat up, that's on you, bro. If you get barked on by me, that's on you. Anything that happened to you for messing with me is your fault. Whether you showing favoritism or you want to make fun, crack jokes, when you start reaping that harvest and God tell you why, because you messed around and put your mouth on the wrong man of God, bro. Don't be crying, bro. Don't try to act like you didn't do it. Don't be stupid and act like you. Huh? Why is this happening to me? Because you sowed bad seed, dummy. And just like you sowed bad seed with all that talking and ruck, now it's coming back to you. You want to act like you stuck on stupid and you don't know what happened. You know what you did. You know what you did. Just like I know what I be doing. And just like that, if I don't repent and I don't stop these bad things in my life, I can expect the same reward you're going to get. A whooping. A whooping. You feel me? Yeah. But, whatever. The show must go on. So we back on the live. I just wanted to say hello. I know it was a couple days before I posted. And, just talk to y'all real quick. You already know how I get down. Keeping it all the way real. Like I said, and I reiterated about 3 times, getting down to the bone gristle of the situation, the bare bones of the matter, and really dissecting what it is for me to be a Christian in an introspective way, so that maybe, me showing God in my humanity and in my frailties, with all my problems and all the situations I encountered. Glory be to God for it all, and if I had to go through it again, I would. I'll hop into all them fires. I'll probably be a little bit hesitant, probably be a little bit scared, but, here it goes. And it's blind faith. When I said the all here goes analogy, that represents blind faith. Not knowing what you're going to do, not knowing where you're going to go or how a situation going to pan out. Not trusting your gut, but trusting God that he'll bring you through. You know what I mean? Trusting in the promises that he made for you, specifically for your life. And just waiting and seeing it through. Even if it takes 1 year. Even if it takes 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Because I've been trying to release my book since I was 22 years old. I've been trying to release my album for the past 2 years. And it just came out this year. You know what I mean? I've been trying to get a car and drive since I was 16. I just had my first car last year, and I had my second car last year. I had to wait a long time for these things to manifest. And in the midst of my waiting, I was going through hell, bro. Battling devils, demons, strife in the family, bouts with homelessness, my body not feeling right, getting sick, and then nursing myself back to good health and getting up and doing it again. Like, here it goes. You know what I mean? But look at this, though. Look at this. Look at how God, you know what I mean? Maybe you can't see it right now. Maybe a lot of y'all need to see diamonds to know God is real, or you need gold, or you need to see somebody holding a money phone in their ear. You're not going to catch me doing none of that when we get on all the way. You're not. So if that's what you're looking for to validate the existence of God, I don't have that for you. I'm going to go get to the bag, but I'm going to do it for Jesus. Jesus don't need you to go get money. The silver and the gold already belong to him. Next. Stop lying. Stop lying. Get to the bag for the Lord. Oh, I'm going to buy this car for the Lord. No, you're going to buy that car because that's the car you want. Stop lying. Stop lying. And tell the truth. Because God's real servants, the remnant, we outside. COVID, no mask. We out here. We out here. And we not going nowhere until the Lord tell us to take our ball and go home. That's what I want to say. So, and immediately I wanted to say, hey, what up to everybody out there? So thank y'all so much for listening, tuning in. I'm literally exhausted, but I gotta see what needs to be done inside the crib. Over here building with my sister. I'm out of state right now. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Me and my sister building, we bonding. A lot of healing is going on. But like I said, I came home to my family from my house that I was living in, or whatever the case is, because the Lord told me he was going to restore my family. And now I came from my parents' house to my sister's house. You know what I mean? I'm here building with her. So it's crazy how the Lord just lining it up for your boy, like my haircut. I'm going to let him keep lining it up, and I'm going to do my best to stand in line. And if I have to, I'll even wait in line. But regardless, the blessing is on the way. God First Entertainment. If you a part of the family of God, you already a part of God First Entertainment. If you keep God first in your life, you already a part of God First Entertainment. So God First Entertainment, we in the building, and we ain't never going to leave that, like I always tell y'all. Y'all be good. Be blessed. And I'm going to the crib, bro. I talk so much, I'm thirsty. So, peace out, y'all. Have a good night. Love you. See you later.